Today, the essential question for the day is, how do I find the rate of change from a real-world problem? So the worksheet that we have today is over real-world problems, and it's rate of change. Okay, so you're going to have keywords like per, each, and every. So we're going to write everything down right now. The front of the worksheet, okay, because it's going to be like a little booklet, and at the very end, you're going to fold it and glue it in your notebook. But for right now, we're going to fill the front out, the front cover. This is slope, which is the same thing as rate of change. Okay, and this is our slope man. We did it yesterday. Okay, so what type of slope is this one? Positive, so we put a plus. What type of slope is this one? This is negative, so it's like he's closing one eye, right? He's winking at you. What about this one? Undefined. It has a U like for the nose, right? Undefined. And then what type of slope is this one? 0. So it's like the dimples or the smile at the end. Zeros, right? These lines are called horizontal. I want you to write that down. Oh, actually, they're here. This is horizontal. And these, the up and down ones, those are vertical. So when I fill this out, the slope of a vertical line is what? U, which is undefined. And then the slope of a horizontal line is what? Horizontal are 0. The slope is 0. So other ways that we can talk about slope. Slope can also be seen as rise over run. Rise over run. It could be seen as m. It could be seen as the change of y over the change of x. Okay? And it could be seen as rate of change. Okay, so any of those ways you can figure is the same thing as slope. So we're going to turn the page and we're going to start working on some of those real world problems and see how slope is incorporated into those different cases. So problem number 1 says, the growth of a shelled animal has been studied for the past 4 years and has been graphed below. What is the rate of change? So underline it or circle it, because that's the key word. That's what we're looking for. Slope. The rate of change of the animal's shell diameter. So rate of change is the slope, which equals the m, right? Which equals to the change of y over the change of x, which equals to the rise over run. There is lots of ways that you can figure out the slope of this. Lots of ways. Okay? But we're going to do it with points. Just like we did yesterday, we did a table. So I can use this point, and I can use this point right here. And I can use this point right here, and I can use this point. So perfect points you can use. So you just need 2. So we're going to pick 2 of those. Solamente necesitas 2. I'm going to pick this one and this one. Okay? And I'm going to put it in my table. So this point right here is at 1 and 0.25. So 1, 0.25. And this point right here is at 3 and 0.75. Okay. How much did my y change by? ¿Cuánto cambió? 50, right? 0.50 from 0.25 to 0.75. That's 0.50. Okay, those of you who can't see that, you just subtract it using decimals. You would do this. 0.75 minus 0.25. Enter. Okay, 0.5. That's how you would do it in decimals. You subtract. So 0.50. Okay, now I need the other side. How much did this change by? 2. And again, those of you who can't see that, you just type it in decimals. 3 minus 1. Okay? So now you have 2 at the bottom. Then you divide this. Divide it in decimals. So I have 0.50 divided by 2. And that is your slope, 0.25. So 0.25 is the slope, and it's the y over the x. So every centimeter, so it's 0.25 centimeters every year. Okay, the y always goes first. So y and the x goes second. Y over x. So 0.25 centimeters every year. Okay, and that's the growth of a shelled animal. That's how much he grows, 0.25 centimeters every year. Got it? Let's do the next one, the one at the bottom. Erica lost her after-school job a few days ago. She had some money saved up. She started graphing her savings over the weeks. What is the rate of change, so we're going to circle it or underline it, of the money she has saved? So again, we're doing rate of change. This one up here was positive because it's going up. What is this one doing? It's negative. It's going to be a negative because it's going down. It's decreasing, okay? She's losing money. She's not getting any money. She's not working. So she had $100 saved up, right? And then after a few, here's another pretty point right here. So we're going to plot those in a table. It says let me see, I can't. I'm going to bring it down. Okay, so 5 days, after 5 days, how much money does she have? $100. So we're going to say 5 days, she has $100. After 15 days, how much money does she have? 75. So 15 days, she has $75. So we're going to do the change of y over the change of x. The change of y over the change of x, because that gives you your slope. How much did my y change by? 25. Now, some of you are looking at this and saying it's 25, but it's going down, right? From 100 to 75, it went down, so it's negative 25. Negative 25. And you can figure it out in decimals by subtracting 75 minus 100. So if I do 75 minus 100, that'll give you, oops, that's too much. That'll give you your negative 25. So you don't forget the symbol. Then from 5 to 15, how much is that? 10. Okay? 15 minus 5 in decimals is 10. So I'm going to do negative 25 on top, and 10 on bottom. And then you divide. Okay, so we're going to divide negative 25 and 10. Negative 25 divided by 10. And that gives me a negative 2.5. Negative 2.5 what? Okay, that's what we need to figure out. It's negative 2.5. Y goes first, money, right? So dollars. Every day that passes. So every day. So she is losing, right? $2.50. You need to add a 0. Every day. She is losing, or she is spending $2.50 every day. Okay, that's what the slope means in this situation. All right, let's look at the next two problems. Remember, you can pause the video if I'm going too fast, or fast forward or rewind. Problem number 3. The data shows the admission price of the water park changed between 1999 and 2019. What is the rate of change, slope, represented by this data? Okay, so we're going to, let me see what the next one looks like. I'm going to do this one quickly, and then I'm going to start you off on problem 4 so that you can finish both of them. You just need 2 points. So you don't need to do the whole table, okay? Just pick 2 points. So I can pick this one and this one if I want to, right? Or you can pick this one and this one if you want to. I'm going to do it from here to here. How much did my Y change by? 40 minus 15. No, it increased. From 15 to 40, it increased. So what's 40 minus 15? 25. Okay, so right here I'm going to put it went up by 25. And then from 1999 to 2019, how much did that change? So you're going to do 2019 minus 1999. Oops, that's too many nines. 20 years later. So this is 20 years. Okay, and then you divide them. You're going to do the change of Y divided by the change of X. So the change of Y was 25. Change of X was 20. So you divide. $25 divided by 20 is 1.25. 1.25 what? It makes no sense until you add the what's happening in the story. So it's 1.25. Y goes first, so it's the price, money. So it's $1.25 every year. Okay, the Y always goes first, then the X. So you're looking at the labels. Price per year. It increased $1.25 every year. Okay? That's what the slope is doing. And then at the bottom one, I'm going to start you off and you're going to finish it. It says Max, a popular YouTuber, had 20,000 subscribers in 2012. So my table should say in 2012, he had 20,000 subscribers. Right? And we can even label it. This is the years, and this is the subscribers. Okay? And then he said after a few years of losing, so it's going to be going down popularity, he